Alrighty, so now we have number 32, and we have to figure out which numbers are rational numbers, integers, and whole numbers. So what you need to remember, guys, is that a rational number, right? A rational number, they're fractions, decimals, they can be negative, right? They can be positive. They're also percents. And those kind of numbers, guys, are rational numbers. So what I notice here is that I have two decimals, right? And so these two numbers are rational numbers. An integer, if you remember what that is, an integer is a number and its opposite, which means that -2 and 3 are both integers. Okay, but 3.4 is not an integer because it has a decimal, right? -1.2 is not an integer because it has a decimal. So if I'm looking at that, right, if I'm looking here, I need to see where 3.4 and 1.2 are in the rational number box, and the only one is F. Okay, moving on. 33, which situation cannot be represented by the equation x plus 10 equals 45? So if we look here, guys, it's saying that x plus 10 is going to be equal to 45. Okay, I'm not talking about subtraction. I'm not talking about division. I'm talking about addition. So let's look at A. Marissa spent $45 on a hat and a shirt. The hat cost $10. What is X? Okay, so this can be used. So we're going to go ahead and mark this off, right? Because if I know that she spent $45 on a hat and a shirt, and the hat cost $10, right? Then the shirt would cost $35 because 35 plus 10 is 45. Let's look at B. Nicholas rode his bike 45 miles last week. He rode 10 miles on Tuesday and the rest of the miles on Wednesday. What is X, the number of miles Nicholas rode his bike on Wednesday? Right? So this is also true. Letter C. 2 players scored a total of 45 points in a game. 1 player scored 10 points. What is X, the number of points scored by the other player? Okay, so this also is true. Okay, and letter D, last one, there are 45 students in a group. There are also 10 adults in the group. What is X, the total number of students and adults in the group? This cannot be true because our total is 45, not 45 and 10, right? Okay, number 34. Number 34. We had to figure out which statement about the data is true. Which statement about the data is true?